Welcome to this month's episode of Chamber TV. Today we'll talk with Michael Boyd, founder of Center for Empowered Communication, about making the best of your business lunch. Barbara Haber, executive coordinator for Frederick County Business Roundtable for Education, will be discussing the exciting new changes for the 6th annual Future Link Conference. Our third season continues with episode 29, hosted by Lauren Hagan and Joe Porpiglia.
Welcome to episode 29. I'm Lauren Hagan here with my co-host, Joe Porpiglia.
Well, welcome back. And if you're watching online, you've already found our YouTube channel, so welcome. And we're also posting on Tumblr blog. See, I have to learn what that is, don't I? Tumblr blog. You can see photos, videos, and other updates online at frederickchamber.tv.
Meanwhile, on our other blog, our community blog, Positively Frederick, it's a place where you can share positive stories about things that have happened to you in Frederick County.
Well, opening day for the 25th season, I had no idea it was 25 years already, for the Frederick Keys was on Friday, April 5th. Mayor McClement threw the first pitch, and over 5,800 people were there for that.
Wow. Quite the crowd. Fans received magnet schedules and calendars upon entering and saw a great fireworks show later that night. They played against the Salem Red Sox and won 11-1.
Yay!
Woo! Go Keys!
Well, the Keys season is a sure sign that spring is here and summer's on the way. Now, make sure you take a look at the Frederick Keys. It's one of the favorite activities here in Frederick County, and you should take a look at it. And to read more about this, go to our link on frederickchamber.tv.
Mm-hmm. And it's time again for our Frederick Factoid for those of you who like to impress your friends at networking events with local trivia.
Did you know that Helen Keller visited Frederick in 1931?
She spoke at the Evangelical Reformed Church on Church Street and expressed the need for people to become more accepting of blind and deaf people.
After her speech, she visited the Maryland School for the Deaf located right here in Frederick.
Yep, and she wasn't able to stay long, but while she was here, she gave away her bouquet of roses to the children as a token of affection.
All right. And this month's factoid was brought to you by the Historical Society of Frederick County.
Stay tuned for our first special guest, Michael Boyd, who will chat with us about how to make the best of your business lunch.
Sorry, I took your line.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 29 of Chamber TV. Refreshments for our live studio audience were provided by Cafe Rio.
Welcome back.
Our first guest is Michael Boyd, the founder of the Center for Empowered Communication.
Welcome, Michael.
Thank you.
Let's hear it from Michael. Come on. Well, in today's fast-paced world of communication, it's easy to lose touch with the power of face-to-face communication.
You're absolutely right. Technology is a great tool. It helps us to be more efficient and connect with each other more rapidly and more often. However, we don't get the nuances of face-to-face communication through our devices. And that's important. It's important to know when someone says something, their vocal tone or their facial expression, because it adds so much depth to the message, and that's why these face-to-face meetings are so important.
Absolutely. Let me see. How can you create a positive and friendly atmosphere while still achieving the goals of your meeting?
That's a great question. Business lunches, any business meeting over food, is trying to combine two things. One is a business objective, whether it's an interview or getting to know a new client or a potential new vendor. And it's the social occasion of food, which surrounds all of our family events and all of our important occasions in our life are all centered around food. So we're trying to force two things together. In order to keep it friendly and effective and make it work, I think the key is to keep it simple. And so to keep the menu simple, perhaps if you have control over the location, you might choose a venue where the food is somewhat simple. You might not want 5 courses. The Volt restaurant is a great experience, but might not be the place to accomplish your business objectives. You might want to go there to enjoy the culinary experience. So the first key would be to keep it simple, keep the menu choices simple, keep the feeding experience fairly simple. And if you are trying to conduct a business meeting, then you also want to be prepared. So having business cards, having a way to record the essential facts of the meeting. And I like to use a pen and a note card and just make notes, and then I go back and put it to my computer or upload it to my device. But to try to do electronic devices while you're at the table, while you're talking, sometimes is overwhelming to us.
Well, it sounds like you're talking a little bit about the etiquette of business lunches. Now, certainly in my life, I've gone through a lot of them. As a matter of fact, I knew you were coming on this topic.
Oh, good.
So I thought the thing that most people think of when they have business lunches is, of course, the business martini. So I thought for sure we would discuss that. So I guess my question to you is, while I'm pouring this out, if you can let me know, what is the etiquette of today of how many drinks should you have at a business lunch?
Great question. Let me clarify by saying I think the IRS has tried to clarify that for us. They no longer allow the martini as a deduction for a business lunch. So that's number one. But number two,
Just out of here.
personally, I would never order or serve alcohol during a business lunch. I like my red wine. I like an occasional draft beer, but not at lunch. It interferes with thinking, with speaking, and it, again, tries to force two things together that really don't belong together. So I would avoid alcohol at a business lunch.
Right.
The other etiquette rules you might want to refresh, there are plenty of downloads available, plenty of tutorials online to learn how to use all the silverware, and you just start from the outside, work your way in. Unfold your napkin and place it on your lap. Don't do the magician's trick and placing it on your lap. And the key is, if you're the guest at a business lunch, watch your host for the cues. When your host begins to eat, then you begin to eat. Don't begin to eat your food as soon as it's placed in front of you. General basic etiquette rules that sometimes get forgotten in our fast food world.
All right. So let's also talk more about face-to-face communication. I think that people often forget that communication isn't just what comes out of your mouth. It's also about your body language. So what are some tips you have to appear calm, cool, and collected at your business lunch?
I think the tip to any communication experience is to prepare. And so if you are about to experience a business lunch, the key is to prepare for that occasion. Envision your host or hostess and try to imagine what the questions may be and prepare your answers. That's number one. Number two, as I said, have a business card available and easily exchanged. Have a way to record the important things that are being spoken and being said. And most importantly, rehearse and practice your answers to the questions, especially if it's an interview or if it's a contract you're trying to achieve.
Okay.
Preparation is always the key. As you were so well prepared today with alcohol, it's a great addition to our
Joe
business
is always
lunch.
prepared.
Well, at this point, I'm supposed to go, thank you, Michael. If you'd like to find out more about lunch meeting etiquette and how to improve your face-to-face communication skills, you'll find some fun links on the Chamber TV blog. And thank you for bursting my bubble.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Well, one of the great benefits of Chamber membership is exclusive member-to-member discounts. Not only are you saving money, but you're supporting local businesses as well.
Yep, and this month we have specials from FBS Hauling and La Vida Massage.
Spring cleaning is here, so FBS Hauling is offering 10% off their services, such as junk removal and yard waste haul away.
And if you're feeling a little bit stressed about your spring cleaning, you can head over to La Vida Massage for $10 off any massage or aesthetic service.
You can find these discounts and many more at the website, frederickchamber.org, and click on the red button. And as I say every meeting, if your managers are out there, don't forget, print out some of these coupons. You can give them to all your associates. They're eligible for all of these discounts.
It's a great way to get around town and visit local business. We'll be right back with our next special guest, Barbara Haber from FCBRE.
Are you interested in supporting Chamber TV? Each month, an episode sponsor will be recognized during this commercial break. To learn more about promoting your company on Chamber TV, call 301-662-0745.
Well, our next guest is Barbara Haber, the Executive Coordinator for the Frederick County Business Roundtable for Education, also known as FCBRE.
Thank you for being here, Barb. To start us off, can you tell us a little bit about the FutureLink Conference, the 6th Annual Conference, what it is and who it's for?
Sure. In 2006, a lot of local business leaders and educational leaders got together because they were very concerned about a growing trend of what workforce needs were and available, qualified, knowledgeable people who could fill the needs that they had in their businesses. So they created what was called the Frederick County Business Roundtable for Education, and one of the main functions of that group is the FutureLink Conference. We are having our 6th one this year on May 30th, and it will be held at FCC, and we invite students in, and local business leaders come in and present to them, and it's kind of a two-way street. The students get to learn more about the businesses and what's out there and what potential career path they want to follow. But the businesses have the opportunity to make sure the students are aware of their businesses, what they have to offer, and what skill sets they might need to reach their career goals. So it's really a win-win situation for both the students and the local businesses.
Wow. But what are a few things that are different this year compared to last year's?
Good question. In the past, high school sophomores and juniors were invited in. But we started thinking about how we could reach out to students at an earlier age. So this year we're starting to invite 7th graders because we want to intrigue them, interest them, get them excited about a career path they might want to follow before they start signing up for their high school courses. Because with your freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, they've pretty much laid out, they think they know what they want to do. Whereas if we reach out to 7th graders, we can reach out to them before they start signing up for their courses and give them an idea of what career path they might want to follow. In addition, in the past we've focused on STEM-related subjects, but this year we're really focusing in and honing in on 3 main areas: IT, biotechnology, and manufacturing and engineering. And that's because that is what our local business leaders are telling us they have the biggest need for in this Frederick area.
Wow.
Okay. And you talked a little bit about local businesses. So tell us a little bit more about how this conference will affect local businesses.
Well, hopefully it's going to give businesses the opportunity to reach out to these kids and let them know what's out there. We have such a great community with so many opportunities. And I know when I was a 7th grader all the way through high school, I really didn't even know what was available around me, what the possibilities were. So it really helps businesses reach out to these students, let them know what's here in the local area, let them know how they can reach their career potential and what skill sets they'll need. And so it's really a win-win situation for the businesses.
And how can businesses get more involved?
Well, we ask them to come in and present at FCC every year, and we usually have somewhere between 30 and 40 presenters, and they can become involved from a presenter standpoint. They're welcome to attend if they want to come and just observe. And also we ask for sponsorships because it's only the sponsors that make this possible. Their donations make it possible for us to have this event every year. So they can, if they want to sponsor us or if they want to present at the conference, they can contact me and we'd be happy to have them.
Great, and that's a great audience to get in front of if you think about it, because
Absolutely.
I mean our public schools are huge, and you're getting in front of kids and their parents and all that.
Absolutely.
So it's fantastic. What other ways does FCBRE help build relationships between students and businesses?
One of the nice things that we are able to do is invite students to participate in summer internships. And I know there are a lot of students who do internships during the summer, but it's rare that you get paid for it. And FCBRE sponsors a limited number of students each summer to go out into the business world, see what it's really like, see what the environment's like, because you learn a lot in school. But until you get out into the real business world, you don't really have a great understanding of what it's like on a day-to-day basis. They have a set of goals that they have to accomplish. It's not just go in and answer some phone calls or file some papers. It's a very specific set of goals that they're expected to reach during the summer. But FCBR does sponsor a limited dollar amount for them to do this, and it's a great opportunity for them and for the businesses. Because hopefully, if they're impressed and if the business is impressed, they may end up being their future employee.
What a great opportunity. That's
partnership.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Barb.
Thank you.
And if you want to learn more about FutureLink or get involved, contact the Chamber office or visit the website fcbre.org.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, well, that wraps up episode 29 of Chamber TV.
Wow, episode 29. Amazing. Well, as always, there's a lot going on at the Chamber. Make sure and check the calendar on our website, frederickchamber.org, to see all of our upcoming events.
We've posted links to all the topics we've talked about today on our Chamber blog, frederickchamber.tv.
Thanks for tuning in to our 29th episode.
This month's show was made possible by the following donors and volunteers.
Sean Morrissey is our announcer.
Kelly Duncan was our producer and our writer.
Oh, now I understand why you're always bossing me around. I never realized. Lauren Hagan is our director.
Our beautiful set was provided by Ethan Allen. Let's give them a round of applause.
And while you're applauding, the fabulous catering that was done for our live studio audience was provided by Cafe Rio. Let's give them a hand as well. Thank you to everyone who's here with us today, and thank you for tuning in.
Join us in the live studio audience when we record our next episode, Friday, May 17th at 1 p.m. Between now and then, we'll see you around town and online at frederickchamber.tv.